How are you?
What's up, Les? What's up, D-Man?
How are you, Doug?
All right, so you guys rehearsed this already on WTAM, so why don't we just run the tape, right?
Listen, it was awesome stuff. I said that NFL, this is why Doug's at home, because NFL GMs need to call him to get every morsel about every Buckeye who's in this draft, because he is an encyclopedia.
And there are a lot of them, Doug. A lot of Buckeyes tonight.
Yeah, they should have probably 8 to 10 guys picked overall. They'll have 2 first-rounders at least tonight. I don't think they'll have a 3rd first-rounder. I don't think Paris Campbell gets up there. But when Nick Bosa and Dwayne Haskins get picked in the first round tonight, that will bring the total of first-round draft picks in the 7-year Urban Meyer era to a close, and it will be at 14.
Wow.
14 first-round draft picks with Haskins and Bosa in 7 years. Urban Meyer had 9 losses in 7 years. He's going to have 14 first round.
Yeah. You know, you wrote something last week, and I mean, when you think about it, you know that it's true, but it's hard to believe at first blush, and that is the amount of Big Ten quarterbacks taken. Kerry Collins, the last one. That's unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't find another one, obviously. You were right, but that's an incredible stat.
It's weird, like applicable, but then you can also find a couple of reasons for it. And again, the whole point, some people have responded to that. Again, the stat is, in the last 23 years, no first-round quarterback from the Big Ten. Kerry Collins from Penn State, the last in 1995. In that period, between 96 and 2018, 61 quarterbacks taken in the first round. No Big Ten guys. So, yes, there's weather. Yes, there's defense involved there. Part of it, I think, is that Ohio State is absolutely the number 1 draft pick producer in the Big Ten, and they have not used traditional NFL quarterbacks. We've seen Terrell Pryor, Braxton Miller, Barrett, and Troy Smith be great college quarterbacks, but not professional NFL guys. So it's fluky on one hand, but I also think the NFL's misdiagnosed some big quarterbacks because, of course, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Drew Brees, C.J. Beathard, all from the Big Ten, started in the NFL.
Right.
So they have guys there. Just no one picked them in the first round.
I think Tom Brady kind of skews the whole thing off because you don't think of him as being different than the norm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's such a part of NFL history now that Tom Brady went in the 6th round. You take it for granted. But again, and nobody should have evaluated Tom Brady as a first-round pick when he came out. But
right.
Drew Brees, I think, is the best example. He was the first pick in the 2nd round. Some people project him as a first-round pick. He didn't go there. But again, I think if Drew Brees had been chucking the ball around like that at a school in Texas, and he's from Texas, then he would have been picked. I just think sometimes it is a little bit harder in a league that plays defense for a quarterback to be worthy of a first-round pick in the NFL.
D-Man, jump in at any time. What do you have?
Yeah, Doug, beyond Haskins and Bosa and Haskins, which Buckeye player do you project to have a long and successful NFL career in this draft class?
It's an interesting point today that I think could have a Ted Ginn Jr.-like career, which is Ted Ginn Jr. is one of only 6 first-rounders from the 2007 NFL draft to still be around in the league. But he was never dominant, never had 1,000-yard season. Really good, never a number 1 guy. I think Paris could be around for a long time. I'm sure he's a franchise-changing player. I think Michael Jordan, who is a lineman that's going to be picked in the 3rd or 4th round, could start for a decade. That's how linemen work, right? He's got middle rounds. You lock him in and you play. I think he's a guy who definitely has that profile. I don't think he'll go in the 2nd round. I think he'll go in the 3rd or 4th tomorrow. But I think Michael Jordan's going to be a long-time NFL guard or center.
Doug, you brought up Paris Campbell, and the first time I saw him with that running style, it was almost an O.J. Simpson style of run, the way he I'm not sure how the scouts would describe it, but it's a different way of running and very hard to bring that guy down the way he moves his body around. So I think Paris Campbell, although I know there's questions about his catching the football, I think he'd be a tremendous addition for this Cleveland Browns team.
He's a slot guy. I'm going to put him on the outside and throw a lot of balls down the field. I think use him best, getting him the ball on short routes in baits. Jarvis Landry's going to play a lot of slot for the Browns. I don't know. They have so many defensive needs where I think they need to add some depth there. I just don't think I think in a world where they're still desperate receivers, you can make a case for that. But I think he's going to go in the second round. The team has to use him correctly. He is the first 2-pound receiver to run 4.31 or faster at the combine in 10 years. Not many guys inside that fast. He in a league of rare athletes, he is a rare athlete. So he is that kind of guy that you don't see very much. But I wonder at this point, I just don't know that he's where the Browns need it in the second round.